Hi everybody, welcome to the video. This video is dedicated to the class of 2020. My heart goes out to you guys. I wanted to try and help in some way, and so I thought that could be by making this video, which is, as you can see by the title, advice for the class of 2020 or people going into college and people before their freshman year. This advice is from my Instagram followers, and I'm going to say if I agree or disagree throughout the video. And to try and make it more exciting, I tried filming in multiple places on multiple days, so just let me know what you think and then I can change that for my next sit down video. Okay, without further ado, choose who you sit by in class wisely and make sure that you talk to your classmates. I really agree with this, especially the first few days. Just make little conversations, add them on Snapchat, get their numbers, because you need at least one person, in my opinion. Like if you're not feeling good one day, to text them and be like, hey, I'm not going to be there, can you send me the notes? It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to struggle and miss home. However, you should focus on the things that you can do. If you get a 34% on your first college exam, you don't have to drop out. I completely agree with this. Take advantage of college counseling. You're probably going to do bad on your first exams. It will get better. You just have to learn how to study. Having your classes spread throughout the day may seem easier, but it's actually a pain. Last semester I had 9 a.m.s. I would have a huge break and then I would have like a 3 p.m. or a 4 p.m. and I wouldn't be done till 4 or 5. Those later classes were a lot harder to consistently attend, especially when I would have like sorority events or key community events, things like that. So I would definitely try and make all of your classes back to back, or have just 1 hour in between. Work really hard your freshman year. The transition to freshman year does make it harder than expected. I would say yes, it is going to be a huge transition no matter what, but you can make that an opportunity for growth, or you can make that a pain, if that makes sense. So become familiar with online databases and scholarly sources. I believe that this is really important and I need to get on that. I didn't do that my freshman year and I still passed. However, it is a good idea. Be exactly yourself and put yourself out there. Meet everyone in your hall as well. There's a lot of talk and advice about reaching out to people, so make sure that you take that advice a little bit heavier than the other advice. Join a club or Greek life to get involved and meet new people. I would say yes, totally get involved in your way. So college will most likely suck at first, but that's normal and it will get better. I would say I agree and disagree with this. I would say that if you are having a rough time in the beginning, it is a huge transition. However, your college experience is in your hands and you can choose to make it better. So yes, I do believe that it will get better if the beginning is rough, but that's also just my outlook on life, I kind of feel like. That being said, saying that your college experience is in your hands is also completely okay to struggle, and if you are, don't put so much pressure on yourself. However, focus on the things that you can control and focus on the things that you already know make you happy, and then that should help a little bit at least. Coordinate your class schedule with what you plan to do in college so you have more time for homework and yourself. I think that just means don't plan a social event right before a test. Have a homework day and then an intentional social day. Does that make sense? Make friends in your classes. They will study with you and help you a lot. I 100% agree with this. It's okay to miss home and you don't have to act like you don't miss home. I agree with this. However, I would try to not mention home all the time to people around you at college, because if you're always saying, oh my gosh, I miss home to your friends at college, it could make them either feel homesick or feel like they aren't making the college experience fun enough for you. However, it's totally normal to open up. Just make sure that it's not your only topic of conversation with people. Don't be afraid to get outside of your comfort zone when meeting new people. 100% agree with this. It takes like a few seconds of courage to say hi and then it's over. The conversation will flow from there, and yeah, it just takes a few seconds of courage to make a friend. Have fun with all the things that seem dumb during orientation and welcome week, because you'll probably meet people there that you never would have met otherwise, and they might become your best friend. I 100% agree with this. I went to Ram Welcome and met Brooke, Taylor, and Kirsten, and they turned out to be some of my best friends. If you're going to CSU, make sure you go to the Welcome Week events. They're actually really fun. The people you first meet online will likely not be your permanent friend group. Kind of agree, kind of disagree. Get to know your professors. They can be lifesavers. Give yourself grace. It can be very overwhelming trying to balance everything, but it will be worth it. Take leaps of faith. Roommates make a big difference in your college experience, so choose carefully. I agree with this, but also your roommate doesn't determine your college experience. You do. It's completely normal to have a rough transition to college. It's a huge change. Take advantage of school functions in order to meet others. I completely agree with this, like the orientation events that your school will throw. Two pieces of advice say kind of the similar thing. Just to be patient and you will meet your friend group. Just give it time. Always find time in your day to work out. It will reduce stress and will keep you from gaining weight. It is really important to make sure that you're taking time for yourself in your day. And if working out isn't your thing, it could be meditation, it could be just going on a daily walk. I mean, I'd consider that a workout. Finding time to do what makes you happy throughout your day and really being intentional with it is really, really important. Talk to your advisor often and don't be stubborn about getting help. I completely agree with this, especially trying to figure out if your major is right for you and using the Career Center too to find a job or internship. They can help you with your cover letter, your resume, and they're just a really big help, and your advisors are there to help and they want to help, so don't be afraid to ask them questions and don't feel bad about that. Choose your roommate very carefully. Best friends don't always work out. I would say if you're considering rooming with a best friend from high school, only do that if you've had multiple sleepovers with them and you know that your guys' living habits are similar. Living with someone that you already know is kind of giving up an opportunity to make a friend for both of you. However, if you think that's worth it, it's totally your decision. Know yourself, make a selfish decision on that. Even if you don't get along with your roommate, your college experience will still be what you make it. Either way, classes are a lot harder than high school and you're actually gonna have to study. Last pieces of advice. Work on assignments every day so that you don't save them all till last minute. I agree. Don't wear white shoes to a social event. Don't take 9 a.m.s, it's earlier than it sounds. I took 9 a.m.s my freshman year. I'd say that I am more of a morning person than most people. However, I stayed up later in college than I did in high school and I wasn't really expecting that. I would stay away from 8 a.m.s unless you love the morning and you go to bed early and you feel like you will still in college. But me, I had 9 a.m.s and I still felt like they were too early. Don't be afraid to express yourself. You will be able to weed out who is fake. I completely agree with this. College is literally the time where you're supposed to figure out who you are and not hide who you are. I feel like in high school everyone kind of wants to be the same, but in college it's way more normal for everyone to do their own thing and be their own selves. All right, last piece of advice. Don't bring your entire wardrobe to college. Bring winter clothes and switch up the winter. Bring winter clothes up in the winter and switch. So bring your summer clothes and then once it starts to get cold, take your summer clothes home and bring your winter clothes. I would say this is an awesome piece of advice for people who are in state. However, personally, when I flew to Colorado, I was not able to have that opportunity to switch my winter and summer clothes and I was still fine, but I did not bring my entire wardrobe. I was really choosy with it. Here is a video that was talking about packing for college out of state. I had just gotten my wisdom teeth out, so my face was kind of like, but you know, it doesn't matter. That's all the advice that we have time for today. Class of 2020, you guys are amazing and I am so sorry again that your senior year got cut short, and I really hope that this advice helps you a little bit. If you aren't going to a typical four-year school, I think that this advice is still applicable. I think it can be that's a hard word to say. I think that it can be applied for pretty much every stage in life, to just be yourself, to be realistic with your schedule, to set time aside for the things that make you happy. I think that that was the general theme of the video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and tick the notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I post a video, which is 3 p.m. Mountain Time, by the way, every Wednesday on this channel. Bye. I'll see you next Wednesday. Wednesday.